I'm going to tell you a little story, but you have to join into the story. Just to make sure that you're with me, every time I say, ah, you say, ah. Let's practice. Ah. Good. So this is a story about an eagle and a chicken. Ah. All right. Once there was a farmer, and this farmer had a farm. That's what made him a farmer. And in this farm, he had crops, and he had chickens, and he had cows, and everything else that a farmer has. At the edge of that farm, there was a great wooded area, forest. And he used to love to walk around the edge of that forest because there was a nest of eagles that lived there. So every year, he would walk by and see that nest of eagles, and the two mama and papa eagles have their little eaglets, and every year he would watch them grow, and finally they would become old enough to fly, and they would fly away, and it was just brought great joy to him. So one year, he's walking by, and he notices on the ground this little baby eaglet, and it had fallen, and it was crying. And he thought, oh no, because he knew well enough that the eagles wouldn't come up and pick it up from the ground. And if he didn't do something about it, that eagle would die. So he thought, wow, we can't let that eagle die. I love the eagles too much. I know, I'll take it home. And he picked it up, and he walked it back to his farm, and he got to his farm, and he said, what am I going to do with an eagle? I'm a farmer. Well, I know. I got chickens. They're like birds. We'll have the eagle live with the chickens. The chickens will teach him how to be a bird. So he gave the eagle to the chickens, and the eagle grew up, and as more and more as the eagle grew up, it started to act like a chicken. So before you know it, you've got this adolescent eagle, and it's walking around like this. And it's plucking at the ground, picking up the food. And the farmer looked at it. He goes, well, at least it's alive. So eagle acting like a chicken. So one day, this very tall, handsome, good-looking, uncoordinated Apache man came to the farm. You know any? I thought you did. Anyway, he came to the farm, and he saw this eagle in with the chickens. And here's this eagle walking around like a chicken, plucking at the ground, scratching at the ground. And he said, oh, no, we can't have this. There's just no way we can have an eagle acting like a chicken. So he walked up to the farm house, and he pounded on the door, and he goes, hey, do you know you got an eagle acting like a chicken? The farmer goes, yeah. He goes, well, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. He goes, well, can I do something about it? Help yourself. So he decided, I'm going to catch that eagle, and I'm going to release it. And it's going to be an eagle again. So he ran around trying to catch that eagle. Now, you know it's a lot easier to catch an eagle than it is a chicken, because eagles usually fly and chickens run. So he finally got that chicken, and he goes, okay. No, he got the eagle, sorry. He got that eagle, and he said, okay, eagle, I am going to release you to the air, and you're going to be an eagle again, because I can't stand to see an eagle acting like a chicken. So he grabs the eagle, and he throws it up in the air, and the eagle starts flopping his wings, and all of a sudden, boom, hits the ground. And he went, oh, no. So the eagle stands up, starts walking like a chicken again. And he goes, okay, this doesn't work. Maybe I need a little more height. So I know, I'll go to the top of the barn. So he grabs that eagle again, walks up to the top of the barn. He goes, okay, it's a little more height. Come on, eagle, you got to do it now. And he throws the eagle up, and the eagle starts flapping his wings again, and boom, hits the ground. And he went, well, that didn't work. Okay, so, all right, well, we're going to have to do this. It's either do or die, eagle. So he grabs that eagle again, and he walks to the edge of a cliff. And he says, you need lots of air. That'll give you a little bit more time to get the wing thing happening. All right, so you ready? Here we go, eagle. This is it. And he throws the eagle up in the air, and the eagle's flapping his wings, and he's falling. And the native man goes, uh-oh, that's not good. And the eagle's still flapping his wings, falling. And the native man looks up, and he sees, oh, there's two eagles up there flying. And he goes, hey, eagle, look up there. Spread your wings. And the eagle looks up, and he goes, oh, okay. And he spreads his wings, and whoosh, he catches the air, and he becomes an eagle again. And the native man was happy because he had saved that eagle. What does this story mean? It means this. The eagle is still the eagle as it was thousands of years ago, living the way of its ancestors long since gone. And so it is with us. If we are to pass on the traditions, the languages, the values, that which has made us strong, then we must never abandon the teachings of our forefathers, for we are of this land and must remain that way forever. And that's how that story goes. Now let me tell you something else. How do we find our way? How do we find our way back to being an eagle again? Because who is the eagle? We are the eagle. Why? Because we're living like chickens. We're living in an environment that's not ours. How can we find our way back to where we came from? Where does it go? Well, who holds that knowledge? I can tell you who holds that knowledge. The elders. The elders hold the knowledge. And we have a generation of elders that are very old now, and they are the generation, the last generation, that can remember being raised by grandparents who grew up in a traditional way. Grandparents who taught them how to live from the land, who taught them a language. These elders are precious, and they will soon be gone. And there was once a young man who, by the time he wanted to learn the ways of his people, he went to his father and said, "Father, now you can teach me." And the father said, "It's too late, son, for I am sick, and I am going to die soon. You had all this time with me, but you wanted to be like the world, and now it's too late." Let's not make it too late for us. If you know of elders, if you know someone who can teach you the way of the old ways, then touch them and learn from them, because this knowledge is so important.